Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about a stock that I am pretty interested in, and it's been going downhill for quite some time, and that is NIO. So what's going on with NIO? Why is the price so low? Is it ever going to come back up, or is it just going to keep going down? Well, the problem is the EV sector is suffering. In fact, the EV sector everywhere is just going down. Tesla's down, Lucid Motors is down, Rivian's down, BYD is down. They're all down. In fact, Fisker is about to go bankrupt. The pricing in the EV sector is too high, incentives were removed, the sales aren't as high. However, Rivian is producing new vehicles that are priced $30,000 below their current lineup. So right now, Ford and Rivian are the ones that are making drastic changes to make EV sales. Tesla's doing decent, but Lucid, Fisker, NIO, BYD, all these other companies are struggling. However, that's not to say it's going to last forever. I'm pretty bullish on NIO long term. They're going to be doing quite a bit better, in my opinion. Right now, the sector is suffering and they're not profitable, so that just makes it even worse. And then to top it all off, they're a Chinese ADR stock, which makes it even harder to trust because Chinese stocks can be manipulated. Like Alibaba, for example. The owners were investing in their own company when their stock value went down so that they could get the stock price back up for earnings. So we have to trust the fact that it's Chinese. We have to trust the Chinese economy and the non-transparency that they have with their stocks and their stock market and their valuations. And not to mention, it's part of the EV sector, which is struggling right now and definitely work against NIO in the short term. But where is NIO going to be in the long term? Buyer beware of NIO. But I've got the perfect strategy for you to get into NIO at a significant discount. This way, if it takes longer for NIO to become profitable and the stock price to go up, you're getting in at a discount, so you're not really losing any money. Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you know I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm just coaching you guys on strategies and how to sell and buy options and how to diversify your portfolio, risk management, but it's ultimately up to you on how much you spend on stocks, which stocks you spend them on, where you invest your money, and how. I'm just helping you guys out on strategies. If you guys haven't already signed up for your own brokerage account, the link is in the information box below. Use my link so you guys can get free stocks when you fund your account. You get to start off with free stocks. I really truly want to help you guys achieve financial freedom. And while I was in college studying finance, data analytics, as well as psychology and the behavior in the stock market, and I learned the hard way over the years and was able to turn around and start making a profit. And for the last 4 years, I've been making great profits and great strides in the market, and I have financial stability, and it feels amazing to be able to have that. And I want to help you guys achieve your dream at financial freedom the same way I achieved mine. And I want to teach you guys the right strategies. This way you can be consistent in the market instead of trying to grow your portfolio much quicker than it's even possible. If you guys want a 10, 12, 15 extra money in a week, that's for a casino. With me, I want to teach you how you can grow your portfolio consistently with safe strategies. And there will be plays where you're going to get a 20 to 50%, even 100% or more return. And I will show all of those strategies to you when the opportunities arise. So let's go ahead and take a look at NIO and see exactly what's going on with the financials and where I think they're going to be in the future. So looking at NIO, especially the long term here over the last year, they're holding steady in the $8 range, the $7 range, all the way up until about December when they came up to $9 and then plummeted. This kind of happened right around New Year's. And there was a pretty big drop off of stocks the first week of January. It was very bearish the first or second week of January. The big thing here is profitability. And currently, NIO is not. They never have been. That is the big problem when you invest your money. Cash flow. NIO does not have cash flow. To be totally honest, NIO did drop in November of 2019 down to $2.11. And they stayed down in that range until about June of 2020, which was inflated due to the pandemic because prior to that, they were at $6. I think this is rock bottom for NIO. I don't don't believe they're going to go any lower. You see how they're stretching the Bollinger Band a little bit. I would think NIO is going to settle in the $4 range. But first, let's look at the financials. The technicals show a strong sell. Well, that's quite obvious. We look at the candles here. We can see it's a strong sell. Analyst rating is buy. And I agree with this. I would lean a little bit more towards strong buy, somewhere right here, just approaching strong buy. And the reason for this is look at the downtrend and look at this line right here and how it's resisting right here. If it ends up resisting, this is a breakout waiting to happen. NIO is at a discount right now. NIO is in a awful downtrend. Look at this. Very steep. But look at that line. We're approaching. If NIO can hold above $4 for the next week or 2 or 3 weeks, there is a breakout looking like it could happen. Analysts believe in this stock and the projection is $7.10. The technicals, of course, do show strong selling. Analyst rating to be a buy, and it's $7.10 within a year. That means you can almost double your money. NIO has very good revenue, or at least decent. They've been above $1.5 billion except for quarter 2 2023, and this previous quarter was $2.37 billion. However, their pre-tax income was negative $710 million. Their production costs are too high and they're just not selling enough vehicles. Although they are selling quite a bit, there is something going on with their operating expenses. And the issue is they've got to cut operating expenses and they've got to increase sales. If they can do those two things, they'll be profitable. You cannot expect people to want to invest in your company if you don't have cash flow. And so NIO is backed by the Chinese government. They're producing a lot of vehicles. They've got very good production numbers. They've got decent total revenue and sales. They need to learn to manage the business better. They need to get their operating expenses down, their operating income up, and they need to sell more vehicles. And I believe profitability is on the horizon for NIO. Now, I don't think that NIO right now is the best EV buy as far as profitability right now. And I'm not talking about legacy automakers, just EV automakers, not including Tesla. Right now, EV automaker that has the highest potential EPS growth in the short term in the next 3 to 6 months is Rivian Automotive. Rivian is a stock that I highly recommend investing in right now. And I'm going to do a video on that. In my opinion, would not wait on Rivian. I would start selling puts immediately or get in. Now, NIO, on the other hand, is a bargain. If you invest at $4 and they start to go south and they hit $2, then you lose $200. I don't think NIO is going to $2. However, selling puts is a very good idea because you can just keep rolling it. Right now, NIO's not profitable. They haven't been, but they're staying alive because of their country and the government backing them. And they do have a lot of sales and a lot of revenue. And it's going to take some time for them to figure it out. And the sentiment of the sector is not good. It's struggling, and that's hurting NIO big time. In fact, if the sector was strong and Tesla was back up to $300 a share and Rivian was back to $30 a share, and we had Fisker at $5 and Lucid at $10, there's no doubt that NIO, even being non-profitable at this point, they'd be north of $10 or $15 themselves. Let me show you exactly what you need to do to get into NIO, so this way you can make some money and you can invest in NIO, but not have to take the risk. So the issue here with NIO is, how do you get in without taking a loss? Well, right now, the cost of NIO, $4.43 for NIO. If we can get our cost down to $3, it's a no-brainer just to go in. The best way to do this is to sell puts. So we're going to go over here to NIO, going to click sell, going to click put. Any expiration is totally fine. If you're watching this in the future, you can select any expiration date you wish as long as it's 1 week out. Unless you want to go 2, 3, or 4 weeks out, that is totally fine. So we want to get into NIO and collect as much premium as we can. I'm not going to queue this put at $4 though. I'm going to wait for NIO to drop to $4.25 or $4.30 so that I can get in around $8 or $10. Now, if NIO doesn't drop to $4.25 and it in fact goes above $4.50, I'm going to sell a $4.50 put for around $20. Either way, I'm waiting for the $4.50 put to be out of the money around $20 or get closer to $4 and get about $10 for this put. Got to kind of wait to see what happens with NIO. But let's say, hypothetically, NIO doesn't go up. It goes down a little bit. We get $10 for this. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to set this to $10. So because the delta is almost 18, 17.91, basically 18, as soon as NIO moves $1 in any direction, the price of this put will change by $17. So if NIO goes down by 50 cents, this put will increase in value by $8. If NIO changes by 25 cents, it'll change by $4. So you can see, in order to get $10 for this put, right now the asking price is $5, we could probably get $10 if NIO is to go down by 25 cents. However, because Gamma is 0.53, that means every dollar the stock moves, delta will change by 0.53. That means the delta, if NIO goes down $1, will become 0.24 almost, like 0.23. So a 25-cent change will actually be more like almost 20 delta, which will be 5 cents, which means if NIO drops to $4.20 roughly, we'll get $10. So NIO's got to drop 20 cents or it's got to go up 7 cents. We're going to wait for that, and we're going to wait to sell this put at $10, and we're going to keep collecting premium. And what's going to happen is we're going to keep rolling out. Now, I don't think these options have updated with the volatility and the price of NIO, but if we go out to April 26th, I think I might want to go out 3 weeks on NIO so I can collect a little bit more premium, because there's not a lot of premium because of the cost of the stock right now. So we're going to sell a $4.50 put, and we're going to wait for the price of NIO to go down a little bit, maybe to $4.25, and we're going to sell the $4.50 put because right now I can get about 37 for it. We're going to click sell, click continue. This right here brings our average cost down to $4.07. So NIO would have to drop below 407 in the next 3 weeks. Otherwise, we're still break even or in the profit. If it does, we will just roll it out 3 more weeks and down to $4. If NIO drops again, we will roll it out again another week or two and down to $3.50. And we're going to keep doing that till NIO stops and consolidates. When that happens, then when we get to expiration, if we're still a little bit in the negative, we'll roll out a few more weeks to break even. Then, once that has happened and NIO is consolidated continuously, the option will expire worthless and all that premium will be ours, and then we can enter the stock. For example, we sell a $4.50 put for $37, which is 37 cents times 100 shares. When we get to expiration on this put option on April 26th, there's one of two things is going to happen. NIO is going to be above $4.50. We keep the full premium and we can sell another put. If NIO has fallen below $4, let's say, we can roll our $4.50 put out from April 26th to May 17th and roll it down to $4, which will net us roughly another $40 or $50 credit. And we're just going to keep doing that. Then when NIO consolidates and comes back up to say $4, that put will expire worthless and we'll have made over $100. We're going to keep selling puts and keep rolling forever till the stock consolidates and starts coming back up. Then we wait for it to expire worthless or we buy it back at a small cost and enter the stock. This way, we're sure that we're entering at rock bottom while collecting premium. Let me show you an example of a put that I currently have on Upstart, another stock that I love, and I did a video right there for you guys on the screen. I love selling puts. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. I just love collecting income. Yeah, I'll sell puts with your money. I'll take your money to enter the stock. You want to give me some more money to enter NIO? $37 more. Thank you. Okay, so we got the put that I sold on Upstart. What happens if the stock price goes below the strike price? What am I going to do? Well, that happened to me on Upstart. I sold a put on Upstart at $26 and collected $71, and the stock price went to $24.70. It went in the negative. So what I did was I rolled it out 2 weeks and down. So instead of expiring on April 5th, I rolled it to April 19th and rolled it from a $26 put to a $25 put. So the price is still 30 cents below my strike price. However, I collected another juicy premium of $19. So right now I'm at $90 in total collected premium, but the price is $1.55. So I'm in the negative $65 right now. However, when I simulate the return, right now it's down to $140. So I'm only out $50. I will break even right around April 15th, which is next Friday. And that's if the stock price stays where it is right now. However, if Upstart was to go up to say $26.68, right now this option would decay down to $63. By the time we get to April 15th next weekend, this contract would be worth $25. I'd made over $130 on it. It'd be basically completely worthless the day before expiration, just about. Right here on expiration day, completely worthless. Even if the stock price was to go down all the way back to 25, where our strike price was, even at 25 exactly, you'd have to wait right till 4 o'clock. There you go. Completely worthless. Even on expiration, If the stock price is $24.81, option's worth 19 cents or $19 because all that's left is intrinsic value. There's no time value left. So it's the strike price of the option minus the price of the stock, $25 of the strike price minus the stock, $24.81 is $19. That's the intrinsic value of the option, which means we can buy to close it, simultaneously sell to open a new one, rolling, or we can just close it, decide to sell a put at a later time. If I don't buy to close this or roll it, I will get assigned. However, I collected $90 in premium and the rolled contract, and I buy the stock at $2,500, but my break even is more or less $2,410, and the stock price is at $24.81. So if the stock price of Upstart on expiration next week is $24.81, my average cost being assigned would be $24.10. I would be $71 in the profit already. I'm just going to click on roll. Let's say I'm going to decide to go out to May 17th, which is another 3 weeks. I'm going to roll out and down. I'm already at $25. We're going to go to $22.50. I'll click that. I am going to collect another $70 premium or $69, but I'm a little bit greedy, so I'll price it at $70. It's a little over the center mark, but I'll get it. I always wait and I always feel like that. But it's going to roll us out 3 more weeks and down. So we're no longer at $25. We're now at $22.50, and we're collecting another premium. We're just going to keep rolling out. If the stock goes down, we roll out, we roll down, we collect more money. So that is how you keep collecting money, even though the stock is going down. You are collecting money over and over and over. Smells amazing. Don't you guys want more premium? This is how you do it. And then guess what? If Upstart goes down, just like if NIO goes down, and I want to roll out even further, we'll go out to July 19th and I'll roll down to $20 and I'll collect another $80 juicy premium. And now the strike price is at 20. Eventually the stock is going to stop going down. There is going to be a point where the stock just stops going down, consolidates, and goes up. And the stock will have one of those great moments where the price goes up by like $2 or $3 in a day. And that, my friends, is exactly what you want, because then the put option that you sold that is 2 weeks out is almost worthless the same day the stock goes up that much. So if you got a put that you've rolled and rolled and rolled and you've collected over $200 and NIO's at $350 and then it has a breakout and runs to $5 and that put now drops to the point where it's only worth $5, you can quickly buy it back and get into the stock at $5. Sure, you lost $100 from $4 to $5, but you've made $200 on puts. That is how you do it. Keep selling the puts, keep selling, keep rolling, keep selling, keep rolling. So you've collected all this premium, and as soon as the stock is consolidating and starting to go up and you see a move coming and it starts to go down in value on the put, you can buy it back and enter the stock or wait for it to expire and then enter the stock. That is the best way, because then you're getting in at the bottom. Let's say this put right now, there's still $140 in value left. Let's say tomorrow Upstart has a runs all the way up to like $26. It's lost 50% of its value. Upstart the next couple of days makes another run up, and now it's going to go up to say $27.50. Upstart can run $2 to $3 in a day quite easy in a week. It runs up to $28.02. Now that it's at $28, you can see the most profitable way to selling puts is time decay and consolidation. Well, that's going to do it, guys. I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you guys know when I post new videos. And if you really want to help out the channel, please give me a thumbs up, as it really does help out. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below and I will do my best to help you guys out. I really want to help you guys grow your wealth and teach you everything I know, so this way you guys can live a better life. I will see you guys on the next upload. Remember, let's grow our wealth together. Take care, guys.